Hi, my name is Dan Ellis from EPX Technical Services, and this is a short training video on how to spot phishing attacks. This video assumes you've already had it explained to you what a phishing attack is, but just for the quick recap, a phishing attack is when someone emails you to try and get something out of you. Maybe they're trying to get you to download a virus, maybe they're trying to persuade you to pay money to somebody, maybe they're trying to persuade you to log into a suspicious website and steal your password. These are all sorts of attempts of phishing. So I'm going to take you through some easy ways to spot them. So here are the things to look out for. Number one, if you get an email from a spoofed or unfamiliar sender. Now all of these I'll show you examples of. Number two, it's the phishing attempt, the spam. It will create a sense of urgency for you. They will try and make it appear very, very important that you get a response now. Or, if they're not trying to persuade you to respond now, they'll give you something generous. They'll dangle a carrot. They'll give you some unlikely or kind offering. Because they don't need to create a sense of urgency then. If you hear rumors that you might get free money, you might end up clicking on the link. Spelling errors or unprofessional. A little subjective here. If the phishing attack is trying to pretend it's coming from a legitimate company, it's probably going to be full of typos. If the phishing attack appears to be coming from an individual or a person, well, you don't know if that person's good at spelling anyway. But most phishing attempts will probably have spelling errors or other unprofessional phraseology in them. Links and downloads. I've given this one the skull icon because this is the deadly scenario. If they give you something to download, probably spam, probably a phishing attempt. If they give you a link to click on, again, probably something to watch out for. So these little things, these what to look out for, these 5 items, I'm going to use those with every example that's to follow, so you can match them up. So here we go. Here's the first one, this image here on the right. So let me just press this little button here to bring a laser pointer up. From bank, payment at epayment.com. Now, I don't know epayment.com. I don't know if that's a legitimate website or not, but most of you are going to know who you bank with. And it's probably not going to come from something like that. And look at the reply to. Bank wire transfer department at gmail.com. Professional organizations don't use free email services or random email services. So this definitely ticks the spoofed or unfamiliar sender box, no doubt about it. Find attached the bank slip for a new payment on your account, to which you'll think, what new payment? There's the sense of urgency. You'll want to find out. Attach the bank slip. There's a zip file. Banks don't do that. They wouldn't send you a PDF file. They wouldn't send you a zip file. They wouldn't just send you a bank statement without saying, log into your bank, because who knows who could access your email? They would never send that. There's no spelling errors on this one, I don't believe, unless I've missed something. But otherwise, yeah, that ticks 3 of those boxes straight away. Next. All right, this one ticks 2 of those boxes. What have we got here? I opened a new bank account recently, and I'll like to change my bank details on payroll. Can the change be effective for the November pay? Now, I'll like to change my bank. I haven't clicked the spelling errors box because this attack is where it's pretending to be an individual called Chris saying to Katrine, I've got a new bank account, please send my regular salary somewhere else. So that's not trying to persuade you to do a payment that you weren't already planning to do. That's telling you to send your money somewhere else. Well, let's look at it. We can't say the spelling errors because we don't know whether Chris is very good at spelling. We can't tell. But we can say from mailinfo1@virginmedia.com. It might be legitimate still. It doesn't look like it. Sense of urgency. Can it be effective for the November pay? Sent on the 18th of November. Just over 2 weeks into the month. I assume payday's coming up. Now there's no links, no downloads here. This company could send out tens of thousands of these attempts. If they breach your mailboxes, they might read your email and see how you would phrase something. So how on earth can you fight something like this? The trick to this, and this is what we do at EPX, the trick to solve this one, if you're going to change bank details of anybody, Or if you're going to add a new payee, talk to them in person, or maybe over a video chat. Just verify that they really sent this. That's probably the safest method you got. Moving on. This one is a text message based scam. I've had this one, you've probably had this one. HMRC refund, you have an outstanding tax refund of money. Please follow gov-tax.refundpr.com. That's not a website the government would use. It may be hard to spot it sometimes. This one, I mean, anything from the government would have to gov.uk in it, plus the government wouldn't send you a link to click on. If anyone sends you a link to click on, don't click on it. If they send you an attachment, don't open it. If you want to know if you got a tax refund, phone HMRC by Googling HMRC, finding the .gov.uk website and visiting it there. That's the easiest way to guarantee you've got to the right place. This one, it doesn't create a sense of urgency because it's being generous or otherwise unlikely, which is you're going to get free money. No spelling errors, but it is only a text. It's got links in it. And spoof.unfamiliar sender, this is an interesting one. Me as a nerd, I have the ability to send a text message pretending to be from any number I want. I could send you a text message from your best friend's phone number, and it would appear on your phone completely legitimate. I could send you a text message that claims to be from just the word Bob, no number at all. And if any of you have received marketing messages from restaurants or such like, or various clubs or whatever you might be a member of, you've probably received a text message from them, and it comes from a word, not a phone number, but from a word. I get them all the time from an all-you-can-eat restaurant in Bristol. It just keeps arriving. There's the company name. They're not in my phone book, but they always arrive. So just because the text message pretends to be from HMRC or looks like it's from HMRC doesn't mean it is. And if they send you a link, never click on it. Next one. What have we got here? Hello, please find your invoice attached. Please make sure this is paid immediately, within the next 24 hours, as it is already a week overdue. Well, there's the sense of urgency right there. Spoof.unfamiliar sender? Don't know. That looks like a fairly legitimate law firm. There it is there. It's highly possible that this company have had their email breached and they're sending you junk. How can you trust that? Well, click here to pay your invoice. If you get an invoice emailed to you, that can happen legitimately. But I would say, if it's looking like a new payee, a new person billing you that you don't recognize, phone them up. Phone them up and ask them. Just say, did you just send me a bill? Can I confirm your bank details, please? This is what we do at our company. If there's a new payee we've never dealt with before, we will phone them up and ask them, is this your information? Because it's the only way to be sure. Generous, unlikely? Nope. Spelling errors, unprofessional? Nope. Legitimately, you could have a company that you deal with every day. They could get breached and they could send you a bill to pay, but it's not really them. That's why you've got to verify if any account details change. Just be cautious of that one. Okay, what have we got here? DPD UK parcel delivery. Right, so we've got a proper looking logo. We've got an important looking number here that looks legitimate. And we've got, what's it coming from? A bunch of numbers at telenet.be. .be, I think that's Belgium. That's not what DPD would email you from. It's just not. Plus, have a look at this. The first and second delivery attempt was free of charge. To schedule a new delivery, a shipping fee must be paid. Click here. Well, I bet if you put your mouse just hovering over that link and the little box pops up telling you what the link is actually to, it will be nothing to do with DPD at all. If you want to know if this is real, it's not. If you want to know if this is real, just Google DPD parcel delivery and find the official DPD website. It'll probably be something like dpd.com. And on the official website, there'll be a track my parcel. And put the parcel tracking number into it. Plus, are you expecting a parcel? The likelihood is you'll get these when you're not expecting one. Anyway, are there spelling errors in this one? But you weren't in, or there was no place. Leave it. There might be an error in there, but skimming through it might be okay. Just another thing though, by the way, the to box is blank, dear blank. It doesn't know much about you, but just because it doesn't include your name doesn't mean it's not real, because there's plenty of your information is out there on the web. A hacker could probably easily, I say a hacker, a scammer, could easily find your email address, first name, last name, and probably your house address, and they could send you an email that looks really personal. So just because it doesn't contain personal information doesn't, if it does contain real information, that doesn't mean it's legitimate. All right, next one. Spoofed unfamiliar sender. Yep, that is a very dubious looking website. Online.de, that's in Germany. They put some numbers in here to make it look legitimate. Email quota, reference ID, blah. Who knows what that means? A sense of urgency. Yeah, email has reached its quota. You may not be able to receive spelled wrong or send out emails until you clear your cache. Cache is spelled wrong, by the way. It is quite simple. Go to this website. Oh, that doesn't seem like professional phrasing. That doesn't seem like how Microsoft would talk on their Office 365 accounts. And again, it's got a link to click on. So this ticks most of these boxes here. If you've got any concern that your email might be near quota, email your help desk and say, excuse me, I've got an alert saying my email's at quota. Is that true? Is it? Just ask. Ask the people who know. But random emails that come from nowhere, just be cautious of them. This ticks most of these boxes. Oh, this. All right, just so you know, the date on this email, Friday the 6th of March 2020, and it's all talking about COVID-19. When you get email scams and phishing attacks and whatever, they often try and take into account major current affairs. We're recording this one at the start of 2023, so it wouldn't surprise me if we got scams soon promising some low energy price, say, oh, the government is going to carry on giving you money to solve this energy problem. All you need to do is fill in this form. You're going to see things like that. But what do we got? Spoofed or unfamiliar sender? Yes, the government would not send you an email from danielnhs@pinkcontract.com. That's probably some poor person called Daniel, like me, who's had their email account hacked. And yeah, this got a gov.uk logo on it, and it's got some, it looks legitimate, but it isn't. Just because it looks legitimate doesn't mean it is. Sense of urgency? No, there isn't a sense of urgency on this one, because there's generosity. They're saying you're eligible to get a tax refund. So they don't need to make it urgent. If you want money, you're going to grab at it. Don't. Spelling errors, it looks pretty decent on this one, but it does have a link. Access your funds now. And the likelihood is you'll have to enter some personal information in order to get these alleged funds. So that's another classic scam. There are, I think that this is the last one. Yeah, this is the last one. So this one is a PayPal one. Spoofed unfamiliar sender, you should know it by now. Comes from dodgypersonname@gmail.com. Sense of urgency, your account has been filtered, whatever that means. For security, all your account features are disabled. There's the sense of urgency. It's PayPal telling you don't have your money. That's going to make you a bit itchy, a bit nervous, a bit angsty. Spelling errors unprofessional? No, they've gone with a decent heading. They've gone with the same formatting that PayPal would use. They don't believe have made any spelling errors in here. It looks legitimate, except it comes from a suspicious email address. Links and downloads? Yep, here, authenticate now. That's a button. Don't click on that. That'll take you to a logon screen. And the logon screen will be likely, it'll be dressed up just to look like PayPal. You'll enter your PayPal password, and then they'll have your PayPal account details, and then they'll empty your account. That's what they're trying to do. So if you are nervous that something like this is real, Google PayPal. Go to the official PayPal website, log in, and see if there's anything amiss on your account, or call their help center, which don't rely on emails like this for the help center phone number. Google PayPal, or go to paypal.com. on the official website, find the phone number. That's key. Never trust what is in these emails. If you have any doubt of any kind about them, Maybe they provide you an email address. Maybe they'll provide you with a phone number. Don't trust that. Go to the official website and Google it to find it. So, a little bit of a recap now. Spoofed or unfamiliar senders. Someone who's unknown to you, who would email you, or if the email address pretends to be from one place but is clearly from another. You can look in the from box in Outlook, which will tell you the email address it was from. Creating a sense of urgency. Look out for that. I can't think of many services that would email you saying you have something urgent to do that needs a decision now. It's a classic thing designed to make you think less about what they're doing, so you think it through less. Sense of urgency and the promise of riches, or them being generous, or you think, is the government giving me free money? That's all suspicious. Spelling errors, yeah, or otherwise unprofessional phrasing. You should reply now, it's best to do that. Or, it's really easy to do it, coming from a major institution. It's just not how they talk. And a link to something, or something you can download. Just be careful of any email that comes through with an attachment, or any email that comes through with a link to click on. Maybe you'll end up not clicking on something that was legitimate, but that's far worse. That's far less bad than clicking on something you shouldn't have done. All right, that's the recap. Finally, talk to us if you've got any concerns. You can call the IT help desk if you wish, or you can email info@epx.co.uk. If you're an existing customer with a support agreement, you will have a support email address you can contact us through. That's everything for now. Thank you very, very much, and give us a call if you'd like to clarify anything else whatsoever. Thank you.